Hello everybody. Some students have asked me to say a little bit more about the readings and what is expected of you in terms of reading on this course. So for social psychology, I have said to you quite a lot of different readings, but this little guide will hopefully help you to figure out what you should be paying attention to more and what you can be using as supplementary readings. So every week you will notice that we start with a introductory reading of some kind. So this could be a chapter from one of the textbooks or a section of a chapter from a textbook. This could be a popular news article or a blog post or anything like that, or a very accessible paper. These are introductory readings, and they are really to get you familiar with the terminology in the topic that we're interested in talking about, or to introduce you to some of the ideas that we're going to be discussing. I would say that those are a really good idea. You can read them over a morning coffee, you can read them while relaxing, you don't need to memorize them or anything like that. But the ideas there will definitely wake up your brain to the topic and what we're going to be talking about. Beyond that, you will see that every week there is one or two essential readings. These essential readings are there to meet the learning objectives of the course. And as I say, they are essential and you should really engage with them. Then there are recommended readings. Recommended readings are things that you should engage with, especially if you are going to be using that topic as one of your assessed pieces. So recommended readings might be things that I have mentioned in the lecture. It might be starter references for you to think about. It might be things that some people will engage with and other people will not engage with. These recommended readings will definitely extend your knowledge and give you depth. And so you should engage in at least some of those. And as I say, particularly if you're going to be choosing that topic as an assessment. One thing I would recommend if you want to engage with the text a little bit further is to read something and then summarize it for your classmates. For those of us who are not as fast at reading, this can be a really, really helpful thing to summarize it and to have something summarized by a peer. You can either make a short movie like this or and upload it for us, or you can write up to about 200 words. Something like that that summarizes things. And this can be really helpful for people, especially if they're thinking about which readings they need to get to and which readings they should be using. They could be doing that. You can add these to the class notebook or to the forum post for the week. And then there are further readings. These readings are not necessary for you to complete the learning objectives of the course, but they will extend your knowledge and they will help you to gain more depth of your knowledge. And so these are things that might be interesting. These are not things that you have to read, but for some of you that might be really interesting to explore the topic more deeply and further. Finally, there are readings that you will find yourself. And these, again, I'm going to encourage you to make summaries of for your classmates so that you can help them and guide other people to really useful readings on the topic that we're saying. The readings that you find yourself would be based on a research question that I ask you or something specific that I want you to do to extend knowledge further. And so this would be another kind of reading that you would be doing. Finally, and not necessarily related to the learning outcomes or anything like that, I will occasionally talk about the kind of reading that I'm doing outside of work. This is fiction or non-fiction, books, popular science books, things like that I find interesting and that I would be recommending for you for over the Christmas break or next summer. Or the other thing that we have as well is a book group or a book club, and you are welcome to come and join us anytime to talk about what you're reading.